All right, ladies and jellyfish, welcome back to another video with Jimbo VR. And today, of course, we've got the good homie Whisper DCS,
As always. How you
as
doing,
always.
everyone?
Today, we're not doing just a regular mission. Today, we're doing an entire map that Whisper has designed. So we're going to be showcasing his dynamic campaign mission that we've been working on because we've always struggled to find realistic missions in servers, but gone are those days with this. So we're going to give it our first initial test.
So basically I've been working on this a little bit. It's still, I'll just show what the map looks like at the moment. It's still very much a work in progress. But it's kind of a combination. There's some training areas and there's also, you know, some more dynamic stuff. Eventually I'm going to add like CTLD and the ability for us to take airfields and things. And a lot more stuff and just gradually, you know, add more detail to it over time. But it's super bare bones at the moment. So yeah, but it'll be more.
We're just giving it a test. We're giving it a test.
Yeah,
run.
There's a few things with it I want to test, and you know, we kind of pressed for time a little bit tonight, so this might be a bit of a shorter stream, but still get some stuff done. So
yes, and don't think that we forgot about the Saber stream. That is just something that we'll definitely be doing either later this week or this weekend, Saturday for sure. If not before then, but join the Discord that's pinned in the description, and we'll make a post before we do that stream so you'll know. In case you're specifically interested in checking out the Saber stream, which is exactly what all of the viewers voted on.
Well, you mean you and Gas and then one other person.
Yeah, everything we threw it.
Next time, I'm not gonna vote because that was the first poll I've ever voted on.
I won't vote. I won't vote.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you vote, then I'm just gonna not count your vote.
That's fair. That's actually understandable. All right, everything's looking good so far. I'm getting my right engine started up now.
I think we should go to. I don't have waypoints, so I always forget to do that. That there's a thing where you can just add waypoints. So we're gonna go to the southeast first, I think, and then you're gonna do seed, and then I can do more tasking afterwards until that's Sam.
Okay. Don't we need a cage button too?
Oh, you're setting up controls?
It looks like we got cage already set. Perfect. It seems like we're good to go. I should be ready to taxi here in just about 30 more seconds. What about you?
Yeah, I'm waiting on my line.
All right. All right, guys who are just tuning in, thank you so much for hopping into Whip. Definitely join the Discord that we got in the description. And then you too can vote on some of the next missions that we do. That is if Gas and I don't completely throw the vote again.
Gas is allowed to vote because he doesn't usually take part in it. I voted for a safe option that nobody was going to vote
for. Yeah, that's understandable. Oh my gosh, NatureNet says, Jimbo! He says, I came in from fishing.
Catch anything?
So what? Oh yeah, did he catch anything? That's a good question. And usually what type of tackle do you use? That's also important. We would love to know.
Request startup.
By the way, we have easy comms on this server.
Alright, my INS is complete. Looks like I'm ready for taxi.
Taxi to runway.
336. Oh, would you look at that? Wait. Yep, that's
You ready, partner?
Would you look at that? It's actually the one that's right next
Oh,
to
dude,
us.
are those J-dams that I see?
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me that I should turn them on. Negative opportunity. Use instant.
Okay, I'm close canopy here. And I'll follow. This is great. This is great. Oh, mine are fantastic.
I'm at like 80. I mean, it's good, but it's, well, 70. But there's a lot of units in the Sinai map that typically not the most optimized.
Yeah, I guess you are right about that. And that heat blur is really just getting in my face. Hold on, let me open the canopy. Let me get a good whiff of that. Oh, yep. Yep. Oh, yep. That's the good stuff. What is that, 2000 octane?
I don't know.
It's probably pretty high. Alright, got flaps to half.
Press your takeoff trim, reset.
Oh, let me set my takeoff trim standby.
Put up to 12. Just press the button.
Yeah. Did it set? Yeah, it did. Okay. Oh, NatureNet said, hold on, before we line up here. It says I use almost all live bait, mostly grubs for lures. I like to use minnow lure and the blue or bluegill lures, which is pretty good. Today, he just used a bright green spoon though. He says oops, I meant light green lure with brass spoon. Yeah, that's good. Anything shiny, that's gonna really attract the fish. Especially if it kind of shimmer, like swims back and forth in the water and it shimmers, that'll really get them coming to it.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of fishing. Bass fishing.
Bass fishing, really?
Didn't usually catch it.
Would you go out in the waters, or you just do it off the side of the shore?
Just from the shore.
Yeah. Gotta hop on the boat sometime. We can go fishing. There's a good spot in the reeds on the lake where it's all the fish go there because that's where they like
sheltered.
repopulate. And yeah, exactly. And you can see the water's really clear. You can see down and just kind of.
What kind of fish? You get like peacock bass in Florida, right?
Yeah, we get a pretty good variety of bass and like snapper. Yeah. And off the shores, you can get like tilapia. You can get groupers out there off the Atlantic. I'm gonna do my tight turn here.
I don't know why I can't change the side number here. I gotta figure out how to fix that. It's not a huge deal, but it's
Alright, looks like I'm ready when you are, partner.
Alright, spoon only actually.
Request takeoff.
Oh, yeah.
Just go.
Okay, I'm with you. Rotate. 2 up. Flaps up.
So easy to take off.
We still need to practice that air show some more too, the one that we were making. We had a list of the maneuvers. Alright, gotcha. Didn't you write down the list of them?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, you got the pod? The old targeting pod? Let me see which one. Let me get closer and see. I can almost guarantee I know. I'm just gonna guess before I even get there. Guess? It's probably the outflow. Let me get close. I'm almost there. No way.
It's on center line.
You're right. You can't put the outflow on there.
Sorry. I don't know where you were.
That's okay.
I'm gonna set my radar on, clear on. UW, we're gonna put that on the HUD, and set this high. Seem to be going in the right direction. We're only 30 miles out, so you're gonna want to get your arms ready.
Okay. Getting arms on, fencing in.
Probably want to
Switching to
fire
the
this. I think it's an
display
SA3 here or something, so we want to fire a missile at that, and then I'll give you other tasking and go to another airbase.
Got it. By the way, NatureNet says I was fishing yesterday, though, and I caught a bullhead cat and a mother-sized chub and 3 trout. That's not bad. He says, reason I used the spoon today, though, because the water was all murky and a big chunk of the creek was my fishing spot. So, after a big chunk of creek got in the fishing spot, I see. So it must have been murky water. That's clever to use something shiny so the fish can actually grab it, man. This dude's a good fisherman. You gotta...
There's something shiny or something really dark, because then they see that shadow and they think it's another fish. I'll go for that.
That's true.
Use light-colored lures if you're going to be fishing in clear water.
Alright, where the heck? I'm not seeing anything on the harm page. Let me get to my situational
Well,
awareness.
I think I'm going to have to get closer. So, because it has to turn its radar
What, the
on.
SA2?
I think it's an SA2. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing an SA2. Are you seeing it in your, like, toward the east from us a little bit?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. By the way, make sure you turn on your IFF and everything.
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
I'm getting spiked. Getting spiked. Turn on data link too, so I can see you.
Yeah, I can see the airbase visually.
Okay, I'm in point blank mode.
That's not what that means. Pullback mode.
Nah, dude, it's point blank. I know what I'm talking about. Alright, here we go. And that should be... Magnum?
I just fired 2.
All it says is the pullback. It doesn't give me the, like, the release, the LAR, where it's like the launch release time. It doesn't give me that vertical bar.
Because you're in pullback mode.
Alright, I'm getting spiked. And I've got a missile on me, I'm defending. Defending Angels 10, heading west. I have 2 magnums out currently.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, the missiles are coming after me though. I'm gonna pull back up.
Your missiles are doing.
Alright, I think I dodged the missile there. And how would I exit pullback mode? I'm in TOO, not in PB. That's weird.
It said you hit something.
Oh, I did. Let me check the radar, see if I got the... No, it's still on radar. Maybe I just got a launcher.
You killed the search radar. Not the track radar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still showing up on radar, it's true.
Yeah, so go
On
back.
the SK page.
Fire, just fire 1 because it's only radar, so there's only that, so
Okay.
be conservative. If you can get, save 1 and go for another site, that would be great. Try and use
I tried to get 2 things. I thought I locked onto a second thing, but maybe it pitbulled onto the same
they
one.
ended up just going for that search radar.
Oh, yeah, because I locked onto 2 different targets, but it probably went for that same one, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna
The trick is,
turn around
is keeping the
east.
track radar on and tracking you.
That's what I did. I didn't shoot until I had it tracking completely and locked onto me. I'm climbing to my 15,000. I'm turning to the east 090 to approach the SA. I don't have visual on you, but
I'm an Angels 24.
okay. I now have visual on you.
I have a lock on that, like I have it with my teapot, that track radar, but...
Man, if I can just get Yeah, I know. If I can just get that track radar, you should be able to move in.
I don't know if I can really loft these.
All right, I'm seeing a couple targets here. There's an SA2. That's the one I'm going for. I'm seeing it show up on the harm page. It's populated now. All right, I'm pulling up. Got the target locked. It's handed off. I'm within range. And Magnum. Egressing west, Angels 18. I have visual. I'm at your 10 o'clock low.
10 o'clock low. And then I'm going to
I thought my T-Pod would auto-lock onto whatever the harm is locking onto. I guess it doesn't do that. Like it does with the Maverick will automatically go to where the T-Pod's looking. I guess it's different with harms. That would be pretty convenient, though. I like the weather that you chose. It's just pretty clear. A couple clouds with the nice cirrus clouds up high.
Yeah, when I took the screenshots, I put the dust storm, but I was like, you know what, I don't want to do that.
Is it because at this altitude, would you just see complete dust on the ground?
I had it like, so we had still pretty good visibility. You destroyed that track radar, by the way. Good job.
Thank you, sir. Alright, shall we move in with your JDAMs now?
That's what I'm going to do. If you want to go to the south, heading like 200 from where you are, there's an another SA2. You can try and fire a missile at that.
You say heading 200?
Yeah, approximately.
I'm searching on the SA page, but I'm not seeing anything at heading 200. I'm still seeing an SA2.
Well, yeah, you're kind of far. You're like 70 miles.
Oh wait, now I'm starting to see it. Never mind. Now I'm starting to see something populated on the page. It's an S, so that's probably it.
It's that switch radar. Whatever that is, flat base.
So there's still an SA2 that's populated on the SA page. Does that mean that there's another radar there? Or is it just
heading south? It's like 70 miles.
No, I'm talking about the one that I was attacking.
I watched it get destroyed, so it's not there.
Alright, cool. Just making sure there's no more left. Because it is still on the SA page, so I was just double checking. Does it get removed from the SA page once all the installations of the SAM have been destroyed?
I don't know. That could be a bug. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know exactly how that page works, so...
That would be nice, though, if they updated it in real time like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Orange Jeep tuned in with a peace sign. NatureNet says, hello, Orange Jeep. That is so nice. Orange Jeep, how's it going today? Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you're in the Discord, Orange. You got a pickle? Let's see how it's going. Dude, you launched that from pretty far away.
No, I'm less than 9 miles.
Those things have a pretty nice glide slope.
Yeah, they like to glide.
Which is surprising considering the tininess of their blades. Their fins are so small.
Yeah, well... they moved around a lot, it would kill their... too much drag.
It's true.
I'm at pretty high altitude too, and pretty fast. I was at like I'm at 28,000 feet.
Oh, you dropped it from up high then. Yeah, that's why it was
No, it's
doing that
from
long
up
glide.
high.
Well, can you
Yeah,
launch it?
JDAMs
You
give you
can.
really good range. You have way more range with them than you get with the GPUs. Laser
Well, now
guide
what
box.
about? Oh yeah, that's true. I'm thinking with JDAMs, you could probably get about 10 to 12 miles off them, right? From
easy.
distance.
That's one shack, two shacks.
Excellent work.
Assuming they hit their targets.
What about the Wickmids? Wickmids have a pretty amazing range too, considering their fin length.
They get a pretty good range. I mean, their fins pop out too,
Yeah, it's true.
like the GB12s.
I think they could just get such a better range because it's heavier and it has way more mass just flying through the sky, so it doesn't lose momentum as much. It's just really heavy.
They spin too.
No way.
Or they start
On the
spinning
descent?
so they can distribute the. I think they do. Pretty sure
That would be
that's-
cool if they modeled that in this.
No, it's modeled.
Luckily, they do. I haven't seen it spin when I drop it. Maybe they've updated that, but they do have the
It's
model.
not immediately, but I think it does
cluster
a bit.
munitions.
I
which
could
is
be
cool.
wrong, but I thought they did. Just thought that was part of how it. Or maybe not the Wickmates. Maybe it's some of the other cluster munitions, so that it distributes it better. I forget. I could be wrong.
I think it's cool that they got the cluster munitions though, because watching those just all pop into the air and then just yeet straight down to the ground on individual targets, it's insane. I figured like seeing that weapon employed in real life would probably be the scariest thing.
Yeah, a lot of countries phase them out because they're unethical, which is kind of ironic.
But not if they're used on like an airfield where there's not so many people.
Yeah, but the point of the cluster munitions, like you have the ones that are designed to go against armor that have like the 10 little bomblets that come out. But then the ones that have like 200 bomblets, those are designed as against soft-skin vehicles and their anti-personnel weapons. They're designed to go against people, that's the point. So, a lot of countries have faced them out. The US has not, really. Neither has Russia.
But what
Neither
would
the
the US and Russia even use them for at this point?
Killing people.
Like
That's the point
so
of
specifically for infantry, not
what
even
I-
for infrastructure.
That's what I just said.
But light vehicles too, though.
Yes, light skin
Like
vehicles.
light armor, yeah.
The thing is with those is that there tend to be people in them.
Yeah.
They're not useful for going against,
Yeah, they can't really get
armored things
tanks.
or-
What about like BMPs? It's BMP would be too armored,
I don't know.
like a medium
actually.
armored vehicle.
They could do some
It would
damage.
probably
to it.
damage it,
depends
but
on
it might not
it
destroy
depends
it.
on
Yeah.
the type of munition.
I'm getting spiked by that search radar to the heading about 195, the one that you were telling me about. So up, getting shot at, and that's a Magnum, defending. Angels 25, heading north.
Let me cheat and check and see if there's any more AAA here. What the hell?
Oh, man.
Where the fuck did you come from?
Oh, this is close. Close is this missile.
Well, I'm glad that I cheated and checked the F10 map because
What happened?
there's a MiG.
Okay,
not
I need to
supposed
get
to
my
be
radar on.
here. Nah, I got it.
Oh, nice.
Wait, what the fuck did he? That's weird. Okay, so one MiG came over here, wasn't supposed to. I thought I set them to have infinite fuel. Maybe I didn't. I may have done something wrong. That's fine. This is a test, so.
Yeah, this is
because
our
the
first time
one-
testing this dynamic mission.
The first one basically just crashed into the ground, so I think you ran out of fuel, and I think that's why it was coming over here. But I thought I set them to have infinite fuel. Maybe I forgot to do it for those. I'll check after this, and I'll make tweaks.
Alright, I'm not seeing anything on radar.
Yeah, I got one that's coming at me not far away, 40 miles. So
Can
I
you give me a
got it.
bearing from where it's coming from?
I'm heading 050 right at it. I got it though. You can.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna come to head that direction just to back you.
I'm Winchester.
I've already
stuff.
employed. Okay, I employed all the rest of my arms, so I got that search radar to the
I
heading
destroyed most of the
200.
ground stuff that was at this airbase tally, except there's a couple of there's like 2 more AAA batteries. I basically just killed 4 AAA, and there's a bunch of planes that are on the tarmac and some other stuff too. But I was focusing on AAA.
Oh man, alright folks, well you've seen it here first. It says what it says. So I'm gonna have to unfortunately end my stream, but I want Orange Jeep, Nature Nut. Let me read all the comments first before I go. Nature Nut says, oh hey, I don't know if you guys have seen my channel post, but I'm looking for a new name that is still nature related. Any ideas? Well, Nature Nut, you know what you should do is go hop on Whisper's stream now and go ahead and give you our ideas there, because that's exactly where I'm going to be while I let the headset charge. And he also said he has to deal with his little brothers in dinner, but he'll be back. Alright, cool. Well, in the meantime, folks, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to end the stream here, but I'll be seeing you next time. And definitely subscribe to our channels for more. Stay tuned on Whisper's stream. Continue watching. I'll see you next time.
I just want to get rid of there. Alright, Fox 3. Oh, I didn't even turn this. Flash. That was easy. Where the hell am I? Why are you there? Okay, so this is slightly, mostly, partially broken. It's good to know. I have to fix that, because these are not supposed to be here. I don't know why they did that. I think, alright, so I gotta figure some stuff out. But that's fine, because I just realized I didn't put AWACS here either. But whatever.
All right, how's the JDAM going?
I already used all of those. I shut down the that MiG, but all of it seems like basically all of the fighters that I put in aren't doing what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to stay somewhere, but instead they're like you know, trying to attack me. I think they're just like running out of fuel. I don't know why the hell they're here, but whatever, it's fine. I'll shoot them down and then I will fix this later.
Yeah, that's good that we're testing it.
Yeah, that was part of it
Can
too.
you do it all in stream on Discord as well, so I can see it in real time without the delay?
Yeah.
Or will that like take your frames?
Shouldn't do.
How did that? Do you notice a difference? Because it looks
No.
smooth still. Alright,
No,
cool.
it seems the same.
Nice, very nice. It seems like the SSD that you got, or the NVMe is working great.
And improved loading times is mostly just about storage.
Yeah. But loading time also corresponds slightly to frames. Everything corresponds just slightly. Oh, yeah, I can see. Oh, jeez. Did you launch item?
Yeah. Oh my god.
No.
I killed him though.
What was it? What was it?
That was an F-16.
Oh, those are tough. That makes sense. Yeah.
Why are you here? I'm not supposed
So what
to
would
be
we need to
here.
do?
I didn't put any air defensive there. Okay. I don't know. I gotta
We
look at
could
that and
adjust-
see. I gotta look at my settings, see exactly what the issues. I think I set them all to have unlimited fuel, but as it turns out, none of them have unlimited fuel, and they're all going and landing. And then these ones are somehow, I set them. They're supposed to only attack within a certain distance, but as it turns out, they are
They fly from far away.
they just immediately detect you, and then they just go right towards you. So
Yeah, the F-16s will see us on radar from far.
it's not even about that. It's just like the AI in the game, because they were way up here, like, well,
Mm-hmm.
and they just go right to you. So okay, so I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna have to tweak that.
Let's pick a different place to pick a different aircraft from, and
Yeah.
then we'll make all the adjustments necessary after. Like if
Yeah.
we find anything else that needs it. So let's do something with like a helicopter then
That's what I
this
was
time.
thinking. I was gonna go from Farp Warsaw here. It's 30-mile flight. There's not much here. I'm gonna do an
Not that bad.
Mi-24, actually.
Yeah, that'll get there pretty quick. Wait, what the heck are you gonna shoot in a? Oh, the 24's actually got some good ordnance. Yeah, never mind. You got a pretty good amount of rockets you can bring on there.
And guided missiles.
Yeah, but those aren't in like 100% accurate.
They're pretty accurate, but they're manually guided. So you just have to
That's
hold
what I'm
it.
saying.
You just have
Like
to sit still.
the Apache ones are a little bit easier.
Yeah, they're too easy. But I don't want to use the Apache. I want to use the Hind because it's faster.
But
Let's
not as
see.
fast as the Mighty 8 though.
It's faster than the Mi-8 by a good margin, I think.
Surprising. Must be because of the wing diameter.
Exactly. Because the Mi-8 doesn't have wings, or winglets, but the Mi-24 does, and it's like 25% of the lift, so then it can just go wicked fast.
That's why the Huey has just such a loud chopping noise because those wings are wide. Those are like super wide wings. And that's why the what is it, my favorite helicopter, which I hope they put in here, the Little Bird, the MD-500. Man, that has such thin, narrow wings, but it's got like 5 of them. I love the sound that makes. It's like a buzzing sound. It's really cool. Instead of a chop, 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 like the Huey has a really distinct chopping sound.
Yeah. It's bigger, standard. I'm gonna do a
Should I read your chat for you?
There aren't any, but do this. Hot start because I have not yet.
Adjusting magnetic declination. Turning off weapons.
Alright, what do I want to adjust here? Oh, oh, that's cool. It like adjusted that because of the temperature, I think. That's cool, because usually it's off by default. Want those to be off. Those are all on this. Just that on. I don't want that on because it's annoying. I'll turn that on. Turn these off. And we want to turn our sight on, and we want to turn that on, and then how do I do this again? Do that. I have a keybind for that. Oh. Alright, what direction do I need to go? 07. And one interesting thing about this thing that I'm attacking is every single helicopter that's there is there in real life. I used satellite images to create that, basically. Whoa. It's squirrely and hard to take off. There it comes, already here. Soviet war. I think it's like Bagram Air Force Base, late 80s, Soviet-Afghan war.
At war with the Afghans, huh?
Huh?
The Soviets had a war with the Afghans.
They fought a war against the Mujahideen. They were backing the Afghan government that was a communist government. It didn't really go well for the Soviets. It's generally or often referred to as the Soviets' Vietnam, a debacle and helped lead to the collapse of the Soviet Union.
No way. So it backfired?
Oh yeah, like Vietnam did. It's kind of an embarrassment to the Soviet Union. This area is my usual training range with the Phantom, because I just use these, you know, these little plots of farmland there because they look like, you know, a bullseye.
Weapons ready.
Just aim right in the middle of that thing.
Exactly.
And then the farmer's gonna come out and be like, what happened to my sprinkler?
Yeah.
those aliens, what the heck? Those dang illegal aliens. I mean, if an alien comes from Mars, does it have to get a passport?
It's a green card.
Those are so expensive, though. You have to get a job. Explain to me how the map works.
This map? Like...
Yes.
Okay,
Explain to the value viewers, the salacious viewers.
so basically, you have this little dot that's right there that indicates your starting position. You can use these little, like this wheel and this wheel to set your horizontal and vertical position on the map. You can then fine-tune it, and then it basically just, I don't know exactly how it works, but it will essentially roughly track where you're going. So it's really primitive and straightforward, but it's good enough.
Where's the dot that tells you where you start?
It's this donut that's right there.
Oh, okay.
I like the Sinai map, it's a cool one.
How do you, how can you fly from the back seat?
What do you mean?
Can you fly from the back seat?
I'm in the back seat. That seat's
Oh,
right there.
never mind. Can you fly from the front?
Yeah, it has controls.
What's that look like?
I can't switch to it. Oh, I can switch to it. But now he's flying, so now I'm in this seat. And now, yeah, it does have
Flying
controls.
on
You can
its own.
unlock it, but I didn't think that I would be able to actually do that. Usually, you can't on multiplayer.
Wait, go back to that. Look at the stick.
Yeah, it's
The
pinned.
stick is yeeted to the side.
It's locked in that position so that you have, you know, space in front of you.
But like, why is the aircraft not yeeting to the right?
Because the pilot, when you switch seats, the control goes to the AI pilot.
That makes sense. That must be a complicated mechanism to get it so once you unlock that stick and get it centered, that it starts controlling the swashbuckle blade.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it
That
works.
Like, they engineered that in a crazy way.
I feel like that's a bad idea because, you know,
They should have just kept the stick like it's not in the way.
yeah,
You just reach around it.
yeah,
I do reach arounds all the time.
Kind of weird,
No, there's nothing weird about those. Is that what you were saying the other day?
but what was I saying the other day?
Never mind.
But the map now you can see it's been moving along a little bit. If you can find a reference point, like an airfield or something, then you can adjust your position.
Go ahead and show me how you turn on your weapon system.
You do left control W and then control H, the CPG does it for you, and then in this panel in front of you, you have that
What's
switch.
left control W do?
It tells Petrovich to activate the weapons. Then you have this little dial here that's this type of weapon. So it's currently set to missiles, which is what I'm going to want to do first.
What's the control though?
What do you mean?
Is it just help Petrovich to set weapons, or like what's the name of the control? Don't crash.
I know. Prepare weapons command.
Okay. And then following that, you have to actually set it with the dial.
Yeah, you just select it off by default. The first one is the is missile, and then the most important one for me is going to be fixed machine gun, which is my 30 cal or 30 millimeter, like that. And you can do a fast fire rate and a slow fire rate, and you can adjust the burst length for slow or short, medium, and long. And then the rockets is the other important one. And interestingly enough, the Hind also has bombs. So I don't know if I'd want to.
I know you're lying to me.
Yeah, I think
You
I'd
can't
probably lost
drop a bomb on the Hind, dude.
Yeah.
Here's a question though. You know what we should do? We should do like a dogfight with helicopters or planes where we try to drop bombs on each other midair.
That is not easy, I think.
It's not, but if we have infinite weapons, that would be ridiculous. We could just keep dropping them, and whoever's like, someone's gonna get hit. And it'd be even funnier if like I blew you up, the bomb hit you, and you were so close to me that I got damaged too, or something like that.
Yeah. Right, so I'll find reference points. Just figure out.
We should do a dogfight like that one time, but the first person that dies loses. Like, there's no 2 out of 3, because it's probably gonna take a long time. Yeah. It'd be hard for us to hit each other with bombs. Or, you know, we could do is rockets too.
Rockets would be a lot easier.
That is true, but that's the point of doing bombs. We could do a gun game where it's like we start with guns, then rockets, then bombs. That would be fun. We could even have the people vote on which aircraft we do for the gun game.
Yeah. Going over here. There's only one thing that could kill me, I believe.
We should also have the salacious viewers vote on what type of stream, like dad jokes and dogfights, multi-crew stream, like that one I just mentioned.
Yeah.
So it's like different types, like helicopters, planes, stuff like that.
Cass says, I want to play DCS Pro, but I'm so ass I don't know how to operate any of this, don't have a joystick. Yeah, nobody knows how to do it when they first start. I had no idea, I still have no idea what to do. I have a vague idea of what I'm doing. But yeah, you can get a fairly inexpensive joystick. Jimbo has his recommendation ready, I'm sure. And then you just, you start doing it. If you want to join the Discord, I mean, we got a ton of people, including myself and Jimbo here, who'd be happy to help you out.
Yeah, we'll help you out. But what you could do is you could look up like a cheap joystick or a cheap, USB throttle. What I suggest for quick HOTAS, if you want to just get up and running, is you can start with the legendary Logitech 3D Pro Extreme. Because the Logitech 3D Pro Extreme is superior to any other HOTAS to ever exist. And the reason being is because it does the rudder, throttle, and the stick control all in one. And it's only like $30. So definitely check that out.
Observe on. Searching.
I mean, honestly, I say it's worth it for someone who doesn't have the ability to get a full-on throttle and rudder setup. Because, I mean, it's all 3 in 1. That's the only reason it's budget-friendly. But if you got the money and you have the space to do a throttle setup, and you can put some rudders by, down by your feet, you can have a stick in between your legs or on the side of you, then, I would suggest investing in higher quality hardware. Whisper, what do you suggest for that type of hardware?
Windwing's pretty good. I like Windwing stuff.
What about Purple?
Yeah, I've never used them, but they
tell you what.
Oh, there
if
it is.
anyone's
That's what I'm looking
interested in rudder, there's the Turtle Beach rudders, which I've personally been using, which work perfectly because they're the cheapest Hall effect sensors,
Searching.
Hall effect sensor rudders that you can get. And when it comes to like rudders and sticks and stuff like that, you want to have a Hall effect sensor inside of it, which is it basically uses magnetic fields to control the voltage input, which corresponds to your movement in the aircraft. So, being that it's controlled by a magnetic field, it never degrades over time, whereas most joysticks are controlled over a potentiometer, which is a metal-to-metal connection, and which controls the voltage. And a potentiometer is like what you have in your car, like the volume knob, that's a potentiometer. When you turn it up, the voltage increases, and when you turn it down, it decreases. So that's how the joysticks usually measure, was with potentiometers. But Hall effect is a huge difference in regards to accuracy. And you can make tiny inputs, and you'll get tiny inputs on the aircraft. Whereas over time, as you know, Whisper, because my sticks have gone kind of crazy, better place them, the potentiometers do
Trowbridge, how
wear
did you
out.
miss so horrendously badly?
Bro, what?
Ouch.
Did it miss completely?
It was like a mile away.
Alright, maybe he's not locked on.
It should be. I can see the crosshair right on, like, by the target.
Your screen just, did you just get shot down?
I get shot down by an SA-2. Oh, because there's an SA-2 right there that's shooting at me. Okay, that's cool.
Are you still in the air somehow?
I died. The
Switch
helicopter
to,
just
switch to
flew
the
up.
other pilot. Never mind.
Okay, so that's good to know.
How did you not get a warning?
I don't know. Because the warning is weird and I had the sound off.
Oh, that makes sense.
So,
Let's pick a different type of aircraft, like a different plane.
alright,
In a different part of the map, maybe.
seems to be working.
Let's check for functionality really quick before we switch to the next aircraft. So are those aircraft staying in the same region?
These seem to be working. I think there were some
What
other
are
ones
they?
that weren't. These are World War II planes.
Then that's why, because they can't detect us from far with radar.
Yeah,
The
there were a
F-16s
couple other
can.
ones that were doing weird stuff, which I think landed or something, but
Maybe there's a way we can code the F-16s to not use radar, not detect.
yeah, I can do that, but they're not. It
Yeah.
shouldn't. They should be able to detect us, but they shouldn't attack us until we get closer. So
Yeah.
okay, these seem to be
Maybe we
working.
can minimize their attack diameter.
I guess, but now there's another F-16 here. Oh, I guess that one like flew down the flew. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so that's good to know. Glad we're testing this.
Exactly. We're definitely getting a lot of trouble. So that F-16 looks like it ran out of fuel, landed, and it also can detect you from far away. So those things need to be adjusted for sure.
It seems it's like that F-16. I think it has unlimited fuel, but I think it detected me and then came down to attack me. I don't know what the hell the other one was doing. If it was going.
And why would it have
something.
landed? Some of them have landed.
I don't think the F-16 landed. I think it then flew back. I don't know though exactly what happened. So, so yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna fly Mesquite?
No, I'm gonna fly the P-51.
Okay, I respect that. I respect that.
And I want to do. Where can I put bombs?
One day though, we're flying the Mesquite in multi-crew.
I know.
Which one would you want to be the bomber though?
I don't know.
I want to be the pilot, man. Because then you get to flip all the switches. But I'll be the bomber. I'll be the bomber too, bro. I don't mind.
Alright, I'm gonna do fly the P-51. So I can get shot down by some BF-109s. They're gonna immediately go and come over here. I want to go bomb this, and then I want to go and shoot stuff down, but I don't know. Alright, this should be interesting. How do we do this again? I know how to do it. Parking brake set. Flaps up all the way. Ram air. Carburetor, cold air control all the way forward. We want to set our rudder trim 5 degrees to the right. 5 or 6-ish. Move this forward. I'm gonna move our throttle all the way there, crack this a bit. Fuel booster, we'll turn that on. Camera. That on.
You can turn off the
Generator
lights too, like the
battery.
canopy lights. Yeah, you don't need those. You can turn off the rheostat, like to your right, that where it says cockpit lights.
Where,
No,
sorry?
straight in front of you on the middle panel, and the far right knob. There you
Oh
go.
yeah. Yeah, I always forget about that. I just disregard it. Okay, and then I have the parking brake set, so we're gonna do probably good.
We'll dilute. Hold the supercharger for primer for a little bit, and then after doing it, hit the charger. There you go. Knock it down to run. Give it a little bit of throttle, a little bit of run. Rev that thing a little bit.
Yeah, I got that. Its usual, its idle speeds or RPM is like 1200-ish, so we don't want it to be that high.
Bro, it's like what, 500 for a wing throttle and stick, right?
I forget. And then we're supposed to wait for our coolant temp to get to 60 degrees Celsius and our oil temp to be...
Did you get yours on sale, right?
Oil temp 60, coolant temp.
But you got yours on sale?
I think I did, I forget.
Yeah. I remember, I thought you waited for like Black Friday or something, or like a Cyber Day, and you snagged on it.
I'm gonna do a couple notches of flaps.
Dude, what did you have before?
I got my first Windwing protest before I met you. I think.
Oh, I see. I think Windwing has
that was like
Hall effect as well. So you've got a superior HOTAS for sure, as far as precision goes.
Yeah. I didn't put a windsock here.
I mean, that's just what it is. You pay the price to get the quality.
Yeah. I should look in Chuck's Guides manual because I don't remember what my temps are supposed to be before I taxi off.
For what? Let me see really quick.
I'll
Which temps are you referring to? Oh, okay, never mind. I mean, I could tell you because I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, it's just the temps, but that just you gotta get the oil and coolant too before you go.
That is true.
You can set oil needs to be at least 15 degrees Celsius, and the coolant temp is at least 60. So the oil's already there. That's fine. It's gonna get warmer, and then coolant's just about there.
Coolant's warming up still, yeah.
Yeah, it's at just about 50 Celsius.
You can also down on your left panel there. You can set whether it's the coolant to auto or not. Down to the left a little bit more.
Where, sorry?
A little bit more left. Those two switches that are sticking up. Move the cursor up. Those right there. You see it says coolant. Yeah, you can control those manually too.
Yeah, but I think that's
keeping it on auto is what I generally do, and that's what's going to help regulate.
I think that's for the radiators. Oops, or something, I forget, but I just leave them on auto because it's fine. And then I have all my...
the total scoop on the underside of the aircraft.
Yes.
Cage, dude. HSI.
Yeah, I know. But then now it will show me at an angle when I'm flying level. But it will put me at the right attitude for landing.
Once you get to the runway cage, just pull it again.
Yeah, but it recages it so it's like, it's as if I were on the horizon right now, but I'm however many degrees up. So then when I'm flying level, it's gonna be like it's in a dive.
Yeah,
but it's now
that's
the
okay.
right, but it's now the right attitude for landing, so obviously we have to be desert rat.
Why?
Because we're in the desert.
Oh, thought you like rats or something.
I love the fuel gauges. I love how they're in such a useful position to be able to see them. And the one behind you too. It's empty, so. Alright, ready to go. I'm gonna go to... Actually, am I gonna get... If I do this, am I gonna get...
Request startup.
Probably not. Whatever.
Let me see your flaps. What are they down at? Okay, yeah, you're good.
2 notches. Just because I'm heavy, so I wanted to do a little bit.
Yeah. Do you have some extra weight?
I'm at
You got the
like
trim
50%.
configured?
Yep.
Wait a second. Oh, you don't have your brakes on your pedals, do you? That sucks. Yeah, I can tell because it's like 100% or nothing.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I can tap it and it goes just a little bit, but it's...
Yeah. But dude, no, you gotta get the experience of having controlled toe brakes. Like you can put in 20% or 30%. Like it's accurate control.
No, I know that. I'm just considering getting it.
I'll tell you what, I'll get to a rudder pedal and you get me a joystick and throttle.
Why is this bouncing?
It looks smooth. I mean, the runway's bouncy. It's always a little bit bouncy when you taxi out.
I don't feel like it's
Take
this
off.
much in the 251, but I don't know if I've really flown it much or taxied much since they tweaked the suspension.
I remember it bouncing about that much, just small amounts. Is that just deviation in the runway?
No, I know, I understand how bumps work, but I
don't think you get how physics work, dude.
But I feel like I just didn't notice it until maybe it's just this runway, or maybe I'm just paying attention now. Or I know they tweaked the suspension, how it
Oh,
works. And
flip that thing over. It's really easy to do though. Like when you taxi a little bit too quick and try to hit a sharp turn.
yeah, I know.
You can kind of like tap the right brake incrementally and then just throttle it. Yeah, man, you have Hall effect sensors on your pedals too, so those are accurate, but it's unfortunate they don't come with the brakes though. Those are nice ones for the price, I can't lie. Like if you're just flying helicopters, your pedals
I
are
mean, I
honestly
got them
ideal
because I wanted to use helicopters a lot too, and I thought they'd be more accurate for those as well.
and they are. They're Hall effect. Have you noticed any degradation as far as accuracy on those? How long have you had it? That's what I'm saying, man. The magnetic field doesn't just degrade over any period of time. So yeah, if that was a metal protection on it, you'd notice anything different. Like, why is it? Why is the canopy over? Why is the canopy over? Is the roller ticket? Well, I think I'm while I have a dinnerland. I think I'm while I have dinnerland.
Were these guys gonna come and try and touch me inappropriately?
That's my job. Got it all configured? Let me see.
Set the bombs.
Hey, get that.
I've not dropped bombs in P-51 in a long time.
Who died? Going at about. Try to aim for like 35.
This should be an easy one because there aren't, like, there's an air defense here. This will be easy. Don't actually
What I
want to.
suggest, roll your pipper a little bit, just a tiny bit past the target before you drop. Not like a second past it, but just like right when it gets beyond the target, that's when you want to drop. You know what I noticed? The same thing with the Saber. I was practicing bombing in the Saber with auto release, and it's the same type of thing. You have to lead it a little bit in the front. The only way to really get it to drop accurately is you gotta fly really steady when you cage on the HUD for your bombs. So that's something that I'll be doing. I mean, you're gonna be in the all rockets aircraft anyway. Gotta say though, terrain is looking nice. Terrain is looking pretty clean.
What is the,
Where's the what?
that's what I thought it was.
Bro, what you talking about?
Nothing. I figured.
Okay.
It's this one. This thing feels very heavy.
Do one more of those.
Love Merlin animals.
I saw that engine in real life, extracted from the aircraft. It was huge. And I also saw the Spitfire engine too. That was, I think that was longer.
It's also a
front to
Merlin
back.
engine, but it's a slightly different variant.
Yeah, the Spitfire engine is longer. It's like, imagine having that in a car. Dude, you get pulled over so
So
quick.
Merlin, I forget, is it a 12 cylinder or is it 16 cylinders?
It was 16. It was the most amount of exhaust ports I've ever seen in my life. So like having that in a car, dude, you would have a hood that's like long enough to put like 7-foot hood.
Somebody made a car with a Merlin engine, or a similar one.
That's
I
like one of
saw
those
it.
comedy cars that you see on the cartoons where it's like a lowrider with a super long hood.
Alright, so it's gonna be on my nose a little bit in the valley.
Can you imagine the pickup on that though? That's like a drag racing engine.
Except
Let's
it's
put it on the
really
back of a boat. Yeah, it is really heavy. So Merlin obviously did these engines. When did Pratt & Whitney start to get into service?
I don't know.
They did, I thought they did.
Well, Merlin is the
Turbo
type
Cat.
of engine. It's designed. The company that made it is Rolls-Royce.
Yeah, those are Rolls-Royce engines.
It's the best sounding engine that has ever been made by anybody ever. I kind of like it in the Spitfire more because, to be honest, I don't love the whistle that you get from the decals.
Yeah, I feel you on that. You know, the Rolls-Royce power steering is, I think it's hydraulically controlled, so you can go around
Yeah.
like very sharp turns and with turning it with your finger. You can have one finger on the wheel, no matter the speed, and you can turn the vehicle with one finger, just gently. I mean, it would make sense. The engineers are familiar with how to handle hydraulic controls.
On some of the older Rolls Royces, when they first started doing that, they were unreliable.
vehicles, the cars?
No, those hydraulics. Terrible.
But there were reports on that on the World War II planes.
No, I'm not talking about the planes. I'm talking about the cars.
Oh, I see. That was on their first initial release, though.
Yeah, like the 70s. Okay,
I'd say they
oh,
probably did
I'm
too.
stupid.
See, this is why I told. Look at the panel. I tried to see the panel.
I looked at the panel, I just forgot that there was a bomb arming thing. I thought just setting it to bombs set it out of safe and would arm it, but whatever.
Yeah, I knew there was something missing, but that's okay. You gotta figure it out.
It's fine. It wasn't gonna hit anyway. I don't know where they landed, but probably nowhere near.
You dropped them both?
Yeah, I got both of them.
Okay.
I got rockets though.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, with those. Check your manifold pressure. Don't go crazy. Manifold pressure in a helicopter basically regulates how much pitch you can pull. Oh, nice shots. That was accurate. Well done.
I killed the tank. I hit a Panzer IV directly
well done.
with that rocket.
Yeah, you did. You did. That thing was smoking. So the rest of your screen. Good shots. Good shots. Trim it out on this next scene. Good.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been going faster, so I haven't been trimming my rotor.
You got the trim controls set, right?
Yeah.
Alright, perfect. Yeah, for bombing and rocket deployment, I like to trim the nose down a little bit, so it's nice and steady. Are you on a Sony? Is that a Sony monitor?
Nope.
It's not Sanyo either. It's a good one. This is like high quality. Yeah, you got some crisp definition here. It's a 440. It's a 144 though, right? 144 hertz.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Hey guys, can we get some fax machines in the chat?
Yeah, guys, we need the cats in the boxes, please.
What are you talking about? There are fax machines.
Every time he puts up the fax machines, I say that it's the cats in the boxes, and vice versa. I can't identify them. They look the same. What if he puts fax machines and cat boxes in the chat at the same time?
There are no fax machines. Or maybe there is. I don't know if it's a fax
There's
machine.
a fax machine. Dude, there is or at least a printer.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a fax machine because it has a paper on the top of it, so that's a fax machine. Like, going down into it. That's not a printer, that's a fax machine. I remember they taught me how to fax in high school. I was like, I guarantee I'm never gonna do this.
I have never done that in my life. Gas.
What do you say?
Go look at the Discord. Gas is doing his homework. Oh, there you go. There is a fax machine there.
Yeah, there is. Yes, put it in the chat, man. Come on, boost Whispers YouTube, bro. Why are you not posting in the chat, man? I'm posting in Whispers YouTube, bro. What are you? I've got like 20 chats already in Whispers video right now. What are you doing?
What are you talking about? Go shoot down these BF-109.
Wizard, turn down the audio of your aircraft. It's overruling what we can hear.
That a bit better?
Good. Did you already employ all your weapons?
I got guns. I was gonna go try and shoot these BF-109s down. Where are my guns?
Good
I
luck,
see-
man.
so, yeah. But I also kind of want to not die.
You have 100% guns though, right?
I used a little bit, but I still do have guns.
Alright, ingress to the target.
Working on it.
Engage once tally has
My
been
altitude.
affirmative, exactly.
I'm just concerned, like, we don't want these other BF-109s to jump me while I'm trying to shoot down other ones.
How many are you talking?
Huh? There's two ships.
Try to stay away from the other squadron.
Yeah, but they're both flying north up the coast here, so
They all fully armed.
I think so.
This
These
might be an
seem to-
issue.
I seem to have put these in correctly, so they should be, you know. Should just attack me once I get to a certain distance. Oh, they're turning around now, so they should be theoretically fine. But I keep flying this way.
I got both the Discord stream and the YouTube stream pulled up on the phone right now. This is glorious. There's like about a 10-second lag from real time to what
Yeah,
shows
I
up
think I just
on
have it
YouTube.
set to norm. Like then, I mean, I think I have it set to normal, like the latency, but
The more latency, the better your performance.
yes.
But hey, at least I got to stream with you for a little bit tonight. That worked out.
It was like 25 minutes.
Yeah, but shoot, we got some stuff shot down though. We got some SAMs destroyed, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've been shot down a lot today, but that was kind of
Well,
expected.
this is because you didn't have the radar warning system appropriate for you to be able to hear it. Otherwise, you
Yes.
probably would have been able to avoid it. So it's not really directly your fault.
And also,
But it
I
is
was at
directly
too
your
high of
fault
an
also.
altitude, and because I forgot that it was there. In the future, we could make sure we destroy that SAM site before we climb to altitude to engage stuff. It's just because that one place I was
check
trying to
that too.
attack, there's literally like there's one shore rat which I have to kill.
Oh dang, bro, my headset's at 25% right now. Should I just join again?
If you want to.
Okay, well then that's exactly what I'm about to do.
Because then you can get another half-hour playtime. It's gonna be a slightly.
I am about to Yeah, no, I understand that. Because this is all just testing
Yeah, basically.
on the dynamic server that we've created together.
I mean,
Which, by what that means, is that you made it all by yourself. But
yeah, I was gonna say.
we did
It's like, what
come up
the
with the idea. We did
Yeah.
come up with the idea to do
That
that.
is true. That's what I'm thinking on. It's hot. I gotta get some more food as well. And some ginger, but I need more protein.
Take an intermission after you land.
Yeah. Oh, they're coming at me. They're so small that I can't see them.
After your intermission, that's when we'll fly back and get together.
Yeah.
So I'll let it
they're
charge a
here.
little bit more.
Hey, I'm 12 o'clock high this time, Jerry's. I'm turning labels on because I can't see shit.
Just turn the dots on.
Yeah.
Don't turn on the red. Just do the dots.
Or what do they do?
And honestly, it's not cheating because in real life, you would be able to see it from that far. So it's
Yeah,
not
I mean, I
really
could see, I
cheating.
just-
All it
yeah.
is making it more realistic. Like, honestly, in VR, dude, I've put it on the dot because I can see an aircraft from that far with my real eyes. But in VR, it doesn't render the aircraft from as far as I can actually see it. So that's why I do the dot. It's not cheating, bro. It's just to keep it fair. Dude, you almost had him, man. You almost had him.
I know. Now I have another one on my tail, though. That's the problem.
He's on your tail, I see that.
Too.
I don't know if you should have done this.
Probably not.
Oh, you're just gonna try to juke the one on your tail, huh?
I'm
Pay
trying,
attention to
I'm
your
just
airspeed.
trying to not, make it too easy. See both of them here.
Check airspeed, try to get him in the vertical.
No, the BF-109 is a superior climb rate. That would be the death of me. Ah!
They're firing at you. Egress. Just try to egress. Just try to get away.
No,
Just
they're
2 on
both-
1, man. Just try to get away.
They're both on my
egress
tail.
back and
I want to force an overshoot.
force an overshoot and egress. Yeah, that's the direction. Full flaps. Go face him as he gets closer.
No shit. Oh, I died.
Get out, get the fuck out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Dude, you can eject. You can eject.
I got hit. I got shot. If there was one of them, I could have done it, but there were two.
So you bleed right now, but at least you're not dead yet.
Well, I'm gonna die. It's kind of freaky how the World War II planes, you can actually get shot and then it's...
And then you start blacking out, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it is. You don't really... It's tough when you get shot, but... Yo, we're going to... What do you think? Is about time for the intermission? About time for the intermission, and then we can go ahead and join back in together?
Yeah, possibly we can find something else, somewhere else to go. We could go
Maybe
to
we'll multi-crew.
We could go to this area at like Hatsurima or
Yeah,
something, because
Let's
this is...
test that area.
Because
Because haven't we been going from east to west so far, and like testing...
different areas, because I did
From
the
east
World
to
War II
west?
area, I did this thing, and then I did this. This is sort of the
Let's test
Nile
from east to
Delta is
west.
supposed to be the harder area. There's way more SAM coverage.
Yeah.
Really consider
We don't
this
need
SA2.
to test
I'm gonna
that.
change this. I tweak that.
We don't need to test that. We only need to test areas where like
I know
fighters are
that,
at.
but
Oi, 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 oi.
Yes.
I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna stay on call, but I need Jimbo to hear this.
Jimbo, like most engineers, hates the indigenous population.
How did you even? I will not accept this type of slander. Chad, this is the last time that you're going to see Gas Turbine. He's getting banned.
Yimbo.
What?
So we could start at one of the places here, like Hatsarim or Ramon Air Base, and we could go and attack these air bases, because this is supposed to be the easier area. There's like an SA-3, and then there's a couple shore ads, so it's not really a big deal. Or we could start.
Let's do that.
We could start at Kibrit, and then we could go east-ish and attack Melez, which is also fairly easy. There's just an SA-3 again. And a whole bunch of stuff on the ground to blow up a couple shore ads, some AAA. If we
Let's
did
do that with the Saber.
we could also, yeah, but there's an SA-3. I don't want to do that because we'll die. But then there's also this town here, which is like fortified, and there's roadblocks and shore ads and helicopters. So that was just a slightly different kind of interesting.
Can we do that with the Saber, or will we still get obliterated?
There's shore ads, which will probably fuck
not
us
good.
up.
All right, let's
So,
do one of those two.
Okay.
Let's do the one to the west, the second one that you just posted up.
This one, Melez.
Yep.
Okay. AAA. Are there any shore ads here? I forget. I don't think so. I think it's just AAA and this one SA-3. So we could do that.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Maybe I'll do that in the Phantom and use Shrikes.
Oh, I'm not using strikes. I'm definitely using something modern.
All right. Anyway, though, we're gonna be right back in a couple minutes. So Jimbo's gonna get on. So be right back. Okay, I am back. All right, let's. Strikes, and we want this to be 1. This to be 87's probably. Set this and take some. Mark. Be nice and heavy today. I was gonna do hot start because I don't feel like. All right. Remember set. Won't have any of those. Not gonna wait for Jimbo because I'm gonna get shot down anyway. Seven zero. Box out. Yeah, let's just go. Sure, I'll.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh boy, how low are we going? Roger.
Get the flaps down. Time to get absolutely obliterated. should be able to do this without that much trouble. But
Yeah, we should be able to.
theory is different than practice.
Engine's good, airspeed off the peg. 80 knots. 100 knots. Oh, I got nails on our nose, 12 o'clock. Gears moving. Oh shit, we've got mud. It's 5 o'clock. Patriot. Gear up. Flaps up.
Just restart Deeks.
What?
Restart Deeks.
Okay.
Your ship is up.
Servers have been
I don't think it's up, man.
I never shut it down. Time to get.
Also, you could close the stream if you'd like.
Oh, on Discord?
Yeah.
Mud, 8 o'clock. SA2. Oh, I got mud, 4 o'clock. SA2.
Alright, let's see what the current situation is looking like here.
It's also nice and hot on this mission, so less lift. That's fun.
Oh, perfect, dude. Thank you. So you're telling me in cold environments with higher pressure, there's more lift?
Yep. That's how that works.
Mud, 12 o'clock. SA3.
Dude, I gotta say, man, the versatility that you put into this mission is exceptional.
Now, that's kind of the point of it, but there's a ton more, obviously, work that needs to be done.
Nails, 8 o'clock.
My goodness, it's taking quite a long time to load into the server. It's a little bit unusual. And yeah, one of these days you gotta hop back in the jackpot one time to check it out.
Yeah. I will at some point, but
You and Gas have been getting into it though, it's pretty funny.
I see
What is
a
he even
new
doing
bogey.
there?
Left 20 degrees, 38 miles.
In his world, what's he got going on?
he's
Negative on the IFF. Dash targets and enemies.
gas.
It's not like an epic build like the stuff he showed us before.
I mean, he hadn't done that much when we were Yeah, we need some.
Okay, that's a new bogey. Left 25, 35 miles, 15,000. That's a negative on the IFS.
I don't know, man. This loading is. I don't know what's up. It just says mission load done, but it's not. It's not doing anything. It's not bringing me to it. I know it is. Okay, there we go. It had to wait for me to double down.
That's a stinger. 12 o'clock. Missile, 12 o'clock. SA-3.
Of course. I respect that, though.
I'm about to get shut down.
What? Send another Sam?
I'm gonna die.
No. No.
To have evaded it.
You're good, dude. You're good.
Strikes are a bitch to use, and I think they work worse on multiplayer. There's like some weird DCS stuff too. I've only successfully gotten strikes to actually hit the SAM or any radar one time. If I can't get it with this, then I'm gonna just go in low and just lay down.
I mean, I don't blame you.
I can't really do that actually. I don't have the weapons for it. I don't have snake eyes.
I'm taking off from that airport that you depart from. Never mind. I took off and then exploded. Let me try again.
We got a stinger right on our nose. SA-3.
I'm getting engaged, but the seekers just don't ever detect it.
Alright, ladies and jellyfish, welcome back to Jimbo VR. This is part 2 of the previous mission. So we're going to be continuing the dynamic sortie that Whisper has designed. I'm taxiing out here currently in an F4 with some AGM-65 Deltas. And we will be rejoining with Whisper in the sky.
It's probably a better idea to use those because the strikes do nothing.
Yeah, that's what it seems.
They're so bad.
Yes, we're doing trench running. Joker.
Going the wrong way.
All right, let's go flying.
Jester's over here just harassing me. Alright, got my TV set. INS is on direct. For Mavs, we set it to TV, you don't just set it to ARM.
So we planning to go downtown on this one?
No, I know. I'm just telling the viewers here. We set it to TV here, and then after a while, we're going to see the ARM light. The arm light is going to light up here on the left indicator and the right indicator for the left and right pylons. For left inboard and right inboard. Looks like there's another F4 trying to taxi out as well.
Hold short.
good. Airspeed's coming alive. 80 knots. 100 knots. Oh, I got nails on our nose. 12 o'clock.
You went full burner on that one, huh?
Always. Lighter this time. I changed my loadout, so I just have. I'm gonna try the strikes again, but I don't expect them to work. It's like I got like the pull-up arrow briefly, but then it just went away.
That takeoff was so weird. I put my flaps down, and all of a sudden, the aircraft started yanking severely to the left. That was pretty unusual.
Any wave turbulence still? Probably not.
That's probably what it was, because I went shortly
I don't know
after
how long
you.
it lasts in DCS.
Oh, well, I went like right after you passed me, so that's probably what it was. Alright, I'm gonna rejoin with you here.
Got mud. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. SA2.
Can you let me try and use my arms first?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
my whatever they're called.
Yeah, of course.
Just because I want to see if I can get them to do anything. I was doing the things right, I think, but it's just they're not as spectacular weapon. So
No, dude, these strikes are not nearly as accurate as the walleyes or the hobos or the AGM-65s.
well, because those are just
They're not as
intended to
reliable.
guide, just do something. It's not looking for a radar.
That's true. But even the air-to-air missiles in this are more accurate than that.
Yeah, but I mean, this is accurate, perfectly accurate, if it actually works, but the trouble is that it usually doesn't work. They're just fiddly, they're really hard to use, and I'm not good at it.
Mud on our nose. 12 o'clock. SA3. Yes, sir.
Alright. Looks like I'm ready now to use the Mavericks because we've got the arm indicator illuminated on the left innerboard and right innerboard pylons. So we're going to switch the DCS screen mode to the TV. Now we can use the TV to target an enemy. So I'm going to change the screen contrast here so I can find them a little bit better. Alright, everything's looking nominal so far. Alright, turning toward the target area. I had to let my weapons warm up first. I didn't want to go in before they were ready.
Yay, I fired 2 of those, and now they're definitely not going to guide.
Are you sure?
Probably not, they usually don't ever track. But I fired them that time, so it's a good sign. It's better than I did last time.
I'm gonna go in and try my best. Are you Winchester?
No, I have Mavericks. What is it, 45 degrees down for the mills?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Make sure you set your
They're guiding.
weapons electric wheel to TV. Oh my god, are you serious?
It's a miracle, they're actually guiding. I don't know if they're gonna have the range to get there, they might.
One of them just hit dirt.
One of them is going. I think.
I don't see.
Oh,
There's
it
no
fell
other
slightly
weapon.
short. Oh, it fell slightly short. It looked like it was guiding.
One of them hit dirt.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they both missed, but they were, I guess I was a little bit out of range, but... Oh well.
Cass, how you doing, man? No response on gas.
Not you.
Well, oh, I thought I heard him making weird noises.
Oh, how long is the warm-up for the arms? Mavericks. Couple minutes, right? Oh, I should sit constantly.
Wait, in the Phantom? Yeah, it's about 3 minutes.
You should go F3 view. You should hear some music.
Alright, I'll go F3. Let me check this out.
Especially if you're below mill power, then you can hear it howl a lot more.
Yeah, it literally sounds like it's saying the word howl when it flies past you. That's insane. Shit, if you don't run it back, you want to scoot back a couple of seconds, you can hear it say the word howl. I'm not lying. There's a couple of Su-17 M4s flying to our north. Should we intercept?
We can, but I think we should at least kill the track radar on this sand first.
Alright, let me do that, bro. Let me use my Mav here.
Alright.
Cut me some slack.
Yeah, you have two. You have more Mavericks than I do. I have
plenty
I only have
of
two.
those.
Let me actually just see.
I'm headed straight toward the target. Let me just get some of these off here.
The SAM is basically southeast of the
I think I see the target, yep.
It's off the far end of the runway from you to the east.
I'm trying to find it. Okay, so now I see the runway. Alright, searching for a target. Man, this thing is hard to find.
I see the SAM site and I have it on my display. It's just likelihood of me being able to actually block the radar is next to impossible.
Unless you fly really steady, yeah, this is tricky.
But it's also just like trying to get anything locked.
I think I see the SAM site.
We have a
Trying to
runway,
get it locked
10
on
o'clock,
it.
4 miles.
Oh, it's shooting.
Magnum. Or rifle.
It's shooting at you. Defend.
I know, no, defending.
Magnum. I fired 2. I think I got the radar in the last one.
I think I dodged the missile. I have a rifle coming out to it.
Yeah, I have, oh yeah, I was supposed to say rifle.
My missile's still inbound.
Yeah, I got mine too coming in. Oh, I killed one of the radar. Oh,
Nice, you got something.
I killed a few things.
I got like 2 things, you got at least 2
the
things
radar's
too.
dead.
That was excellent work.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm moving in for
There
the
is
secondary
AAA
attack.
Alright, I'm gonna go after these Su-17s, the fitters.
Okay, I'm gonna be moving in here about Angels 5000, heading 0900.
Copy.
I have a visual on you, I'll maintain separation. tally on the airfield.
Copy that. Yeah, that radar is definitely dead.
Are you
that's
sure?
most.
I've
Oh
definitely
yeah,
seen the smoke.
yeah. There's just a search radar left. I destroyed it. There is AAA. There's a bunch of that, so probably focus on that at this point.
Where's it located?
All around the airfield. Just take a look around.
Got it.
I don't know exactly where. Just that far.
I have a new bogey. Left 5, 36 miles, 14,000.
Evidently, I need to work on trikes, but I knew that.
No IFS. Target is abandoned.
I think I see some heat
I have a
signatures here.
contact. Left 5,
I'm locking
35
onto one of
miles,
them.
14,500.
Rifle. Locking onto the
Looks
next one.
hostile,
Is the
no
DC
IFS.
signatures are a little bit to the west,
Blocking bandit. Left 5,
of the
33
airfield.
miles. Good luck.
west-southwest of the runways. I'm seeing a couple of different ground targets, like kind of toward the trees.
Okay.
I think I shacked one of them, rifle, on another. Egressing to the south. Angels 2. Climbing to 10,000. I think I got a target. Yeah, I just got a shack on a target.
Very nice.
To the southwest of the runways. You should be able to see a plume of smoke. That's an updated target zone. There's another target next to it, about a little bit to the east of it.
Yeah, I have no etagram stuff except guns.
Alright.
I only took 2 strikes and 2 arms. I mean 2 Mavericks. Because I wanted to stay kind of light. I had a ton of stuff beforehand, which was hindering me.
Understandable. I'm just gaining some altitude for this next strike here. Alright, now I'm in heading 090, Angels 13, descending to 02.
Okay, back to normal scan. Copy.
I have no visual on you. Are you in this current airspace?
I'm going northeast.
Locked. 1001,
Oh, you're northeast of me?
1003, 1004. Shoot!
Alright.
I'm going after
What's your
these.
mileage?
I don't know how far away I'm at. I'm going after these
Okay.
hitters. Tally?
Oh, I see the targets.
So can you give me a range, please? One of them.
Rifle. On first target.
Miles. Box 1.
Egressing. And that's a splash. Or it's a shack on target. Defending. Flares out heading to the north.
We have a
Just
bandit.
AAA.
SU-17, 12 o'clock, 5 miles. Alright, scanning the sky again. Roger. We have a bandit. SU-17, 1 o'clock, 3 miles. Locked.
Box
1,
one.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Shoot. You got
Flash
it.
2.
Going back to standard scan pattern.
What did you just neutralize?
2 Su-17 figures. I see the airbase, I see smoke, stuff you've been hitting.
What's your bearing to it?
Stand by.
So just like, what's your reciprocal to that airbase?
I'm currently heading
I have
towards
a
it,
U-bogey, right
205.
20, 21 miles, 15,000.
You're heading toward it at 205. Copy. Yeah, I understand exactly what you're heading from.
Yes, IFF returns on this one, he paints.
Altitude.
Angel 16.
Understood. Visual. Do not shoot me down. I'm in the current airspace. I'm the only aircraft in this airspace.
I don't have any more missiles either. I'm Winchester and everything except guns.
Okay. Rifle on target.
I thought there was a thing for setting mills.
Rifle on target. Egressing to the east.
Alright, so
I'm destroying one of their aircraft. I'm Winchester on air to ground ordnance except for guns.
12 o'clock row, 4 miles.
Would you like to go in and strafe any of them, or should we RTB?
we can strafe a couple.
Alright. Switching to guns.
I just wanna... There's still some AAA batteries.
I got at least one or two of them.
Yeah, I just checked F10. There's F10.
Yeah. I didn't get all of them.
Let's see if I can find in red. That's not gonna be that used Viking.
3 miles, 2,500. Looks hostile, no IFF.
I'm going to be strafing the targets furthest to the northeast of the
I'm
airfield.
gonna be going for the apron on the west side.
Understood. You're going to be going for the opposite targets. I see you. You're at a different altitude and heading.
Fuel
I'm in
orders.
right now, currently heading 230. I have visual on you. You're in as well?
Yeah. Heading, what am I at? 330, basically.
I'm getting shot at. Going evasive.
Oh, I see you.
I just destroyed a launcher.
Nice.
Damaged several more. Going evasive, heading east.
Did some damage to a couple helicopters or something. Not that much though. Fuel state.
780.
Do you have any external packs?
Negative.
Alright, I'm at 6.2.
$760 now. Maybe we should head back to base, buddy.
We're only 30 miles away. Not a big deal.
Alright, I'll use the rest of my guns.
Heavens. I don't see you in the air. I'm at Angels 4.5.
Give me a heading.
I'm currently heading due east but turning north.
Alright.
I'm basically going to be making my run in from essentially
If
the
you're at
same.
4,000, you're underneath me.
Okay.
Wait, I have visual of you.
I'm making my run.
I'm at your 1 o'clock
Yeah.
high.
Right.
See my flare?
Negative, but I know roughly where you are.
Okay. Alright, you're deconflicted from me, you're good. Just prioritize target. Alright, everything's looking good so far.
We got 350 or 400 knots in the fence, and it can sometimes whip around pretty well. Right, that was all my ammo, so... Winchester on everything. Everything.
Alright, I'll rejoin.
Let's be 5-5 X-ray. These are attacking.
Alright, so it's attacking at 5-5 X-ray.
One, two. Those actual.
Inbound.
We did some pretty good work there. Cleaned up that SAM. That was kind of the.
Oh
main
yeah,
thing that
that's
was there.
lightweight. Alright, I'm about to catch up with you now.
Copy that.
I gotta say, man, a significant portion of this so far is pretty much figured out. There's
Yeah,
only
the
a
big- the
few
simple
factors
stuff
that we
there-
need
there's
to
still a lot
get
that needs
worked
to be
out,
added to
like
the
with
stuff
the
that's
fighters.
there. I gotta
Yeah,
fix
there's a
the
lot that needs to be
fighters.
added,
I
and
don't
the
know why
fighters
they
need
were.
to be worked out.
It
Give me a
seems
fuel
like
check.
the
What's it at?
that F-16 that's up there is now just doing his normal thing like he's supposed to. It's the same one that was there before, so the
Come on,
unlimited
11
fuel
o'clock.
works.
SA2.
I don't know why they tweaked out and attacked us early on. I shot down his wingman, and I was just orbiting where he's supposed to be.
Oh, okay, I'm locked onto you. Can I shoot you down with a Sparrow?
No.
Please, dude? Because I'm like, I can do it right now, bro.
Oh my god. I'm gonna remove you from the Discord. Or demote you.
Dude, you think I would actually do? It's so funny that you pop players actually concerned about your trust in me. It's so funny.
No, I knew you weren't gonna do it.
That's exactly why you pop those flares. I understand.
Definitely.
You're like, it could be inbound at any given second.
I wasn't getting any lock time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I see you on my RWR behind me, but I just didn't see any. The actual, what's the altitude?
2.
Sea level, basically. Patriot Sam here. There's some self-propelled artillery around here. There's a few tanks in one spot. Just little bits and bobs I added around here.
Oh, I got the heat seekers. Actually, I don't. I just have the radar ones. Oh yeah, I got them marked right on you.
Bud, 6 o'clock, Patriot. We have a friendly, 11 o'clock.
Good evening.
I see you. I just went F3 to try and see where you were. I'm gonna be taking a left turn here, so I can.
And gear, flaps, pressure, warning lights, anti-skid.
Take left side. Nice, you're doing smooth descent. Looking good. Oh, that was nice. Let's see what I got here.
Oh, dude, I hope the squad was watching because you have to nail that landing.
Why do you never use the drag sheet?
What do you mean?
There you go. I just got that wing turbulence right in my face.
Nina feels.
I'm pretty happy with my landing. It's a very low, approach.
Yeah, yours was a little bit low, I gotta say.
I like doing it though, because then, and I came in. This is a good speed.
I ended up getting a little bit more downforce than what I was expecting because I landed kind of more behind you. I should have landed a little more like closer to you because, like I said before, the wake turbulence goes out in a cone. So the further back I go, the more affected I get. And I was a little further back, and so it had the same effect as before, where I got like pushed down to the deck.
Yeah.
It makes sense though, because the rotation of the engines, it spins the air so that it pushes the air down at that altitude.
Well, the wake turbulence isn't from the engines. The wake turbulence is from the wingtips, the wingtip vortices.
Yeah, the wingtip vortices are a major factor. The engines also play a role, but the wingtip vortices
they do create
are
that because of just the hot air that's coming out of it. But the main thing that twists you around is from the wingtips. That's what that
the
wake
vortices.
turbulence
Yeah,
is
you're
from.
right. I'm popping into this hangar right here. Alright, I'm all parked up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my engines off. Turn my oxygen off. Open up the canopy here. Take off the helmet. And now we can go and hop on out of the aircraft here. And go see what Whisper's got going on. Whisper, what are you doing?
Excellent.
To where?
Where I started.
Thank you kindly.
Roger. Will chocks are in.
What does this button do?
What button?
Should I press it?
What button?
This one?
I don't know what that is.
The one that makes you... Can I press the whispery eject button?
But my seat is safe.
I can still eject you.
Ready. Okay. Partial deflection. Retracted.
What is this ground crew referring to with partial retraction?
Spoiler. So that's one of the checks that you do, and then it's in the checklist. It's something that you do. You shut down the right engine and then check the spoiler actuator for the right side. So you do partial deflection. No, not all the way, and he'll say partial deflection.
Dude, if this was me and I was in the backseat, I could hop down from this height. It's not that high up.
Ground it is. It's like
Honestly, like, I could
Probably 8
climb, I
feet.
could just jump and climb into a lot of the modern aircraft. This aircraft, I could easily just jump and muscle myself up into.
the
That's
wing.
not hard at all. There's plenty of stuff to grab onto and pull yourself
The
up.
top of the wing is probably
F-18,
at
F-16, easily I can do that.
It's probably at your shoulder or chin level in this, I think.
Yeah, which means that the actual, the hem of the canopy, which is without the canopy closed, like the rim,
The sill.
I can grip onto that. Yeah, I can grip onto that sill and pull myself up.
Yeah, but how are you going to
And
reach
then-
that over the engine?
Honestly, what I'd probably do is grab the intake, pull my feet on that, and then jump to the sill. That would be easy to do.
You could also just use the ladder and the step.
Because this is about my height, so I would grab onto this, pull myself up, put my foot in there, jump up to the sill, and pull myself up. Or I would just take a running jump. Because I get higher that way.
I've seen
But
pilots,
Whisper, I gotta
I've
say,
seen
man,
pilots for the Phantom or the Wizzo get down. They get up and they walk down the engine and then onto the wing and then step down by the pylons. But you can also go across that and then step down and go down via the little kick steps and the ladder that's now extended.
that is true. That is true. You can't do that.
Or the ladder.
Oh, what I have to say though is that this was a pretty successful stream. We evaluated a significant amount of things that we need to fix in this dynamic server for us.
I mean that I need
And
to
we
fix.
also were able to provide the salacious viewers with some decent content. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to Whisper DCS and Jimbo VR for more, and consider joining the Discord that we've got pinned in the description. Whisper, is there anything else you want to say to these good homies of us?
No, I think you summed it up pretty well. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
All right, folks. Peace. Be easy. Keep it sleazy.